Welcome to the Chop Chop podcast, everyone, where we talk about all things food and beverage in the greatest city in the country, New Orleans.
That's right. That was Tony, and I'm Jack. And that's right. We travel around the city, checking out some of our favorite spots, checking out some of the newer spots. And then we come back over here to the Boot Crew Media studio over on Magazine Street and get out here and share them with all you guys. So we have a pretty exciting episode today, but we have some exciting news first.
Absolutely, guys. We have our first sponsor, which we're pretty excited about.
Yeah, and if you're not watching, you can't see it, but we have 2 bottles of liquor on the table now, and they are our headline sponsor.
Absolutely, we have Who sponsors. Who vodka and whiskey as our sponsors, and guys, this stuff is delicious.
Yeah, Who Spirits made here in the great city of New Orleans, and they got great vodka, they got great whiskey, and we got a little cocktail here to drink. So
vodka
cheers.
Sodas.
Cheers to Who Spirits. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate your support, man.
And man, do they have a great tagline for their vodka, and I guess for their company. It's crafted with care for a carefree city.
Oh man,
that's good.
I do like that.
That's good. I don't know if Derek, if you created that, but man, you should start writing for us or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty legit. New Orleans is definitely one of those carefree cities, but we have a lot of care too.
Absolutely.
To give.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
Right.
It's more like the laissez-faire type of thing.
Correct. Yeah. So
we live a carefree life, but we have a lot of love to give.
Love that. But it's been a few weeks since we've been in the studio. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I think our last episode was on St. John over in the French Quarter. Is that right?
Yeah.
We had Chef Eric Cook with us over here.
Yeah, that was a blast.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. It was good to have him in the studio. Kind of shoot the shit with him for a little bit.
Shout out to Eric, man. We had your restaurants are rocking and rolling, man. I've had a few people say that they went to St. John since our episode, and every one of them has enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah. So
love that. Love that.
So. Good stuff.
So what have you been up to?
Man, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Ate a whole lot for that. Doing some traveling. Had one of my best friends get married over in Santa Barbara, California. So that was the first time I got to travel there. Really cool little city or town or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. And shout out to Craig and Kristen for their big wedding.
Yeah, congratulations.
Chef Craig Walker, if you guys are unaware, y'all check him out. He's over on the West Coast. He does some incredible private chef gigs and things like that. So.
Yeah, I saw you had that Aura King or King Aura salmon.
Oh yeah,
the other night that he was doing.
Here, actually, yeah,
that's impressive. So
he's rocking and rolling, man.
Well,
but what about yourself? What have you been up to?
Man, it's been busy, and restaurants have been crazy. Eating, Thanksgiving was another great. Thanksgiving's one of my favorite holidays. I don't know why. I just love the food. And
yeah, it's a lot of just get together. There's not a whole lot of stress involved.
Correct.
With it,
you
know,
you don't have to worry about presents, all that stuff. No. It's just get together and have fun, eat, drink.
You already have the menu set. Like you don't have to worry about what you're going to cook. You already know what's
all the same stuff. Yeah, and it's delicious. But and then my wife and I. Some exciting news. We're expecting a baby. So so we're very, very excited about that. She's due in June. And when I tell you, someone asked me the other day.
Not she as in the gender, but.
Oh, my wife is too. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know the gender yet, but someone asked me the other day if she's had any food cravings. And I said, yeah, food. She has been
just food
eating nonstop. But it's I've been busy, man, cooking and ordering, and
she's really putting you to work now.
She's loving it. But we're excited. So
that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm super excited for y'all. So
but man, what a great lunch we had this week.
Yeah, that's right. We went to one of the fairly newer spots in the city, actually in a newer building, renovated building, newly renovated building.
Correct.
So, we went check out Miss River over in the Four Seasons Hotel. And man, that's a beautiful place.
It is. The whole place from the minute you walk in blows you away, starting with that chandelier bar. Guys, if you guys haven't been to Four Seasons yet, the minute you walk in, you're immediately in the reception area and 5 steps away from their chandelier bar.
Right.
And it is stunning.
I heard some criticism from people saying that they wish they would have redone the lobby. Like it would have been a little more grand.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I don't mind it. I don't mind walking straight into the lobby bar.
Right. Like think about any time, especially locals. Most of the time you're walking into a good hotel to go to the bar.
Right.
Like
exactly.
I go to the Montleon to go to the Carousel bar.
Yeah.
I go to you go to the bar and So I like the fact that I can walk in and I'm there. I don't have to go up an elevator or anything like that.
Right.
You're right in there.
You're already there.
Yeah.
Except for the Roosevelt. I go there for the lights. And
right.
You have to like fight the people, and then you get to the bar.
And then you get to the the bar. So yeah, I think it's gorgeous. It's obviously named for the giant chandelier that they have hanging above the bar.
What is that thing, like 2 stories tall? Maybe?
Oh yeah, it's huge. And it's like crystals just dripping from the ceiling, and it's stunning.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I think that bar specifically, I think is going to be a good little like pop off bar. Yeah, like a good place to start. You know, because it's so beautiful, it's elegant. You can start there and then have a really good night after.
Yeah, kind of how I feel about the Sazerac. It's at the Roosevelt. It's a good place to start your night. You know.
Yep. And it's in the mix of everything too. So
you're right in the middle of the city, especially at the Four Seasons. You are right there. You can go CBD, French Quarter. You can go so many directions from all there.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? I was there. Shima and I were at the Chandelier Bar recently, a few nights ago or a few weeks ago, and we had some appetizers while we were there. And I don't remember what we had, but everything we had was really good.
Now, does the food for the Chandelier Bar come from Miss River or from, I guess, the food and beverage of the hotel? Okay,
I didn't question it. That's a good question. I should have asked.
Yeah.
But I know it was good though. Gotcha. Shim and I enjoyed it. So they had I think we had like a lobster roll of some sort too there.
Oh yeah. That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah. So shout out to Chandelier Bar, man. Yeah. Check them out. They got they're over the, right at the entrance at Four Seasons. And then you kind of walk through that and you kind of go through the lobby a little more to get to Miss River, right?
Yep. Miss River's right there on the first floor, which I guess and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but leading up until the build up of the opening of this restaurant, right? I really thought it was going to be at the top.
I did too, and I thought you're going to have the name and I thought Miss River. Oh man, we're going to have like a view of the Mississippi, right? We're going to have it's going to be the top and all this because it used to be a club at top.
Correct. Yeah. I really thought it was going to be at the top. So I don't want to say I was disappointed, but just shocked that it was on the first floor. But the place is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, really well done.
You walk in, it's right when you walk in, you're at another bar.
Yeah.
So and then they have like cool like diner almost seating in the bar area,
leading into the bar. There's like a little hallway where the hostess stand is, and there's these little like old school booths.
Diner booths.
Yeah, like they fit like 2 people, like something you saw back in the day that like Frank Sinatra was singing at, real small, tiny tables.
Do they play jazz in there during dinner?
I don't know. The 2 times I've been to dinner, there was no live band or anything like that in there.
That'd be a good little
that would be cool. Absolutely. But getting into some of the food, we started with drinks. Jack got there a little before me, and I think you had an old fashioned.
Yeah, I had an old fashioned at the Chandelier Bar.
Okay,
so solid drink over there.
And then I started with the Your Twisted Smile. It's like a tequila drink with pamplemousse and lime juice and sparkling wine. It was really, really good. Really refreshing. Came in like a little old school martini glass.
Like a little martini feel to it. Did you give you a little twisted smile? Did you get
it was good enough. It gave me a smile, that's for sure. That's good. And then once we got the drinks, we were seated and boy, did it start a great lunch.
Yeah. We started, obviously we got to start with the appetizers. So we asked, I don't remember our server's name.
Johnny,
that's right. And we asked Johnny what he suggested, and he said the oysters en brochette were fire. So, and
they were really good. And for those who don't know what oysters en brochette is, it's like a fried oyster with bacon. So generally, you skewer them. So they were skewered kind of like a kebab almost. And it was like oyster bacon. And then the whole skewer is battered and then deep fried. And it was good. It was like a cornmealy batter on there.
Yeah, like a fish fry batter.
Yep.
That's what it kind of looked like to me anyway.
And it's served like little toast points.
And the whole thing's fried. The bacon's fried too.
Yes, correct.
The whole shebang.
And it had these little toast points that you kind of made yourself a little bite on top of toast. And then it had that little garnish. It was like parsley and jalapenos.
Yeah, it was parsley with some like really thinly sliced jalapenos on there too. So
that was really,
it had a nice flavor. I loved it, man. The oysters were fried properly. The bacon had great flavor to it. I mean, I love everything with bacon. So
Right. Who doesn't? Yeah.
but it kind of like I think I told you this while we were at lunch. It kind of reminded me of one of the dishes at Grigri.
Yeah, that I think they call it an oyster BLT. Yeah,
right. But that one comes obviously with like some it has some
tomato
jam
and stuff.
in it too, so it's a little more. But I guess maybe the bacon and the oyster combined together kind of reminded me of it. But overall, it was a great little appetizer. And then after that, we had each a cup of duck and andouille gumbo.
Yeah, and this stuff, guys, was really, really. I'm a big fan of duck gumbo in general. I love it. From a buddy of ours, Andrew, just went hunting, brought me some duck breast, and that's exactly what I made with it. Was duck gumbo.
Where was my invite?
I'm a big fan of duck gumbo. And the cool part about this gumbo, guys, is that, and some people think this is very weird, but I love potato salad in my gumbo.
Yeah.
And they serve it with rice and potato salad on the side.
Yeah, you get a whole bowl of jasmine rice.
Yep.
And then a big ass bowl
of potato salad. And you choose, you get to put whatever you want in it. You can put both, just rice, just potato salad. I thought that's really unique.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I normally, if I have a larger bowl of gumbo, I'll normally put a little scoop of potato salad in the side of it. But this one was a small cup, so I didn't add it in there. But yeah, I don't see anything weird with that.
Yeah, I know. Like when we opened the restaurant in Houston, I told you this at lunch. And the first time someone saw me put a scoop of potato salad in our chicken and sausage gumbo, they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Okay, try it. Before you say anything, try it."
You got to give it a go.
And now that's all that guy eats is potato salad with gumbo. Yeah,
you schooled him in how to eat gumbo. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then from there, we moved on to the entrees, and I got pretty cool little dish. I think the first time I've seen this, I've heard of it, but never eaten it at a restaurant or anything like that. It was a soft shell crab BLT. So, built just like a BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, but in the middle of it was a tempura fried soft shell crab. That was really, really good.
Yeah, it looked amazing, man. Yeah. It looked amazing on the menu.
Yeah,
just all the words combined together looked amazing. But when they delivered it to you,
yeah, and it was like a instead of mayo, it was kind of like a garlic aioli, but a little spicy, almost like they had maybe some horseradish or mustard or something in there.
Yeah,
kind of, I guess, a play on a remoulade maybe or something like that. But it was really, really, really good. So
nice. Yeah, I had so Alon, Shaya's wife, her name is Emily.
Yep.
And there's a dish on the menu, to her, I guess. So anyway, I had the Emily's famous red beans and rice with the buttermilk fried chicken. And man, it was delicious. Like I was just kind of craving some red beans and rice. And but what I really wanted was the fried chicken.
Right.
Because my dinner menu, they have a whole fried chicken, right?
Yep.
And they break that whole thing down and do the whole shebang. But the red beans and rice were really good. They had what was it? Oh yeah, it was ham hock in there. It was nice and thick though.
Right.
But I like my red beans and rice a little more runny. But overall, the flavor was great. I just want a little more runniness out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, that you got the fried chicken that came with it was a thigh, right?
And it was huge. It was,
like a horse's thigh.
That chicken was a beast, son. But the chicken was done amazingly. The crust on it, or the batter on it, had a nice little spice to it. You can actually see the spice on it itself. Real crunchy. Obviously the buttermilk had a nice flavor to it as well. And it was a juicy piece of meat. So it was good overall. I enjoyed the whole shebang from Emily to the fried chicken. I mean, Emily's red beans and rice to the fried chicken. So good job with that one.
Going into that fried chicken, I've been twice for dinner. And
tell me about that one, because I know we didn't go in deep about it. So, but I want to know.
Both times I've gotten that whole fried chicken, and man, is it good. And the only other time I've ever had a whole fried chicken before is Emerald's does one.
Okay.
Which is really cool because Emerald's does it like seasonal. Like it's always the same chicken, but the toppings are whatever's going on in New Orleans at that time.
I think I've had that before, but it was like a half chicken over there.
Okay.
I guess I could order a half.
Right. Maybe. Yeah. So this one is really good. What they do is it comes out, it's a whole chicken fried. They present it whole. That way you can, for social media purposes, you can take your photo and all that stuff. And then they bring it to this little prep table that's in the middle of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And they break it down right there.
It says table, but it's really like a huge prep station counter.
It's the back of the bar, really. It's almost like a bar.
But it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And they got these two huge
butcher blocks,
butcher blocks,
Yeah.
whatever it is. So it has a dramatic look to it, but that's where they break it down.
Yeah, and
right?
they chop it right there, right in front of you, so you can see it. And then it comes with like a trio of sauces. I had to kind of look it up to remember. So you get like that honey that came with the bread. That like,
man,
that was really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
they
got
got
all
good
about
bread.
the bread.
The bread service was awesome too, and it had a trio of dips for the bread.
Correct.
Well.
Yeah, that was like salted butter, honey, and I forgot.
Oh, and oil.
Was. Yeah, olive oil.
Olive oil. Yeah.
So with the fried chicken, you got honey, a chili oil, and then it was almost like the third one was like almost like a chimichurri kind of. And it's really, really good. So that's kind of cool. You can have the sweet and spicy, or the sweet, or like a good, I love chimichurri. So
Yeah, right. Depends on what you like. Hey, a little bit for everybody, I guess.
Right. And then
how were those? By the way, I don't mean to interrupt you, but how were those French fries? Didn't you have the fries?
Oh yeah, those were good.
Were they
those
Parmesan
really good.
or?
Yeah, Parmesan truffle. I think. Yeah,
Right.
truffle
I didn't try them, so I was.
Yeah, they were really, really good. That also came. Everything comes with a trio of sauces. That came with like an aioli.
That's what reminded me of it was the trio of sauces.
Ketchup, aioli, and then I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, they love their sauces over there, which is good. Who doesn't?
Whatever. I always like a little something I can dip.
Right. Another thing I've had there was an oyster patty, which I feel like every big restaurant in New Orleans has an oyster patty on the menu.
Of course, yeah.
And theirs is really good. Oysters in a cream sauce, poured over a puff pastry. And it's really good. Very, very has that herb saney flavor, that most oyster patties come with. And it was delicious.
Didn't you say you had did you say the blue crab au gratin already?
Yes, that's another good one.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that at lunch.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to say a crab dip, because they don't bring you anything to dip it with.
So it's not like
it's a true au gratin. Yeah. You're just getting a bowl of really good crab meat and cheese, and it's like a casserole almost, because it's got it's got a breadcrumb crust, so it's like crunchy on the top.
It's like a real au gratin.
Yeah, it's a classic au gratin.
Okay.
But it's very, very good. It's the lump crab meat, so
nice.
So giant pieces of crab meat. I think it's like Gruyere cheese, Parmesan, all the good stuff.
I really want to go with a big group here.
Yeah,
to kind of order.
But that's how
stuff.
The two times I've been with either 4 or 6 people, and no one ordered entrees. We ordered everything for the table.
Oh, it was all just appetizers type stuff.
Yeah, appetizers, entrees, but like the ones for the table.
Oh yeah, like
not the single ones. Yeah, like for the table they do the whole fried chicken, the salt baked.
Is that the salmon?
No, it's not salmon. It's either, I think it's a fish of the day. I don't think they put an actual fish on the menu. It's either
that makes
it's
sense.
like a trout or whatever they have.
Whatever's freshest. Yeah.
And then my favorite thing I think I've ever had there. Now I've only been 3 times, but it is unreal. Is that clay pot dirty rice?
Oh,
and it is so good. I love dirty rice to begin with, but the first time we went, my wife made fun of me because she thinks I ate half the pot. Oh, and I was sick, like from eating so much, because it is really good. So guys, it's a traditional like clay pot that at the base of it is just a really good dirty rice. Nothing over the top, but just a good dirty rice. And then the toppings are what make it. So they put a pan seared or pan roasted duck breast on top.
Wow.
A duck yolk from like a duck egg.
Right.
And then pate. And it's all sitting on top. And then they present it to you. And then before you eat it, they tell you to mix the entire bowl before you serve anything. Like really get in there.
Right.
Make sure it's good. I even read on the menu, it says with a crispy bottom. So they kind of burn the bottom part of the rice so that when you mix it, it's got some crunchiness in there.
Yeah, the gratin in it.
Oh, and dude, it is. Oh, and then the pate. And I don't like pate as pate, like just having pate.
Right. I don't care for that either. Like that.
Every good dirty rice has liver in it, right?
Of course.
So like it makes sense that it's on the plate, but I just try not to think about it. And you really mix it up, and dude, it is
amazing. Yeah.
Yes. That it may be one of those things that like on my dying bed, I'm like, and I'm picking and choosing different things from restaurants. That's it.
Listen, look, Mom, I hope you took some notes. My mom makes an amazing rice dressing. Like, like she's really known for that dish. And but this one, holy cow, Mom, take some notes. I hope next time
really
you have
good.
all the pate and like everything else involved.
When I lived up in Baton Rouge, I feel like that was always the thing I made a lot of. Like I would make huge portions of dirty rice, and it was like my drunk food for the rest of the week.
Solid drunk,
because you can make it in a giant pot. You throw basically whatever you got in the refrigerator.
You got some rice in it. You got some protein in there.
So I would make it all the time. So it is really one of my like go-to just comfort foods.
Right.
And this one is really good. It is a comfort food that is elevated to the extreme.
Man, I guess that's not on the lunch menu.
No, it's just on the dinner menu.
Goodness. All right, so we'll have to go to dinner there.
Yeah, guys. That if you hear anything throughout this whole show, just hear that you got to try the clay pot dirty rice. It is very, very, very good. I definitely need to make another trip back, and like I said, do a larger group and do the dinner. Yeah,
but it was a great lunch spot too.
It was absolutely. If I work downtown like you do, that would be I think on my rotation because
I walked there.
Even though it's like a fancier place, like the price it's not like it was expensive for lunch, and it's good kind of elevated food. Where else are you going to get a soft shell BLT? It's like
exactly.
So no, that's definitely is a great lunch spot.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm sure like anybody staying at the Four Seasons definitely going to be eating there.
Absolutely. And then
you'd be dumb not to.
The Donald Link restaurant is opening or already open, maybe.
I'm not sure if it already opened or not. I know I have reservations next Sunday.
Awesome.
So I'm anxious.
Can't wait to hear about that.
I can't even remember what's the name of it again? It's a French name.
I'm not sure. And his is not at the top either, correct?
Right.
It's like midway up.
Yeah. From what I've actually heard is that I don't remember who told me this, but they're not going to do anything with the top.
What? That's like the greatest view.
At least not right
city.
now. I don't know.
I guess maybe they haven't locked someone in yet.
I don't know. I hope they do something with it.
Yeah. I've never been up there. I know you have.
Yeah.
Back when it was Club 360 or something like that.
Yeah. Back when it was a Club 360. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it seems like someone would want to go in there.
It's beautiful views of the entire city. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to do something with it. I hope they don't decide to put like the gym up there with some treadmills.
Right. That'd be an awful waste of space. But, I think about it too from a standpoint of a restaurant operations, like accepting food deliveries and stuff like that.
That's
that
tough.
must be hard.
Maybe it should just be like
maybe it's like a really awesome bar.
An awesome bar. Maybe it offers like some small plates,
tapas or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
don't be lugging up a whole pig up there.
Yeah. It seems like it's got to be a pain.
But yeah, I'm going to check it out in a couple weeks. So, or about a week and a half, something like that. So I'm anxious to go fill it out. I love all Donald Link's restaurants. So Pesh being one of my favorites, and that's
a great spot.
Shima and I went to it twice this past week. And we both times was like to just get our day started. Like I said, like to pop out, like to go have some fun in the French Quarter or something. We'll start at Pesh and then
they have a great bar.
Yeah.
Which makes everything great. It's a great spot to start if you have a good bar.
Yeah, exactly.
So
anyway.
Well, perfect. We appreciate you guys listening. That's Miss River. Check it out at the Four Seasons Hotel. Go get yourself a drink at the Chandelier Bar and crawl your way into Miss River.
And make sure to make some reservations. I know dinner's pretty tough to get into right now.
Absolutely.
So check it out though. It's worth it.
Well, perfect, guys. We appreciate it and keep eating.
Keep eating, New Orleans.